The NASCAR Next program looks for talented young drivers that they believe can make it to the highest levels of the sport one day. The program helps the drivers grow their talent. NASCAR also has a Drive for Diversity program for minority and female drivers. Both programs are turning out some great talent. Here's our Ken Kara with a report from Pocono Raceway.
Ahead of his first start in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series, Bubba Wallace Jr. is getting a lot of attention. He's a former driver in the NASCAR Next and Drive for Diversity programs. According to the bio on his website, Wallace is the first African American since 1963 to win a race in one of the top 3 touring divisions. After winning several races, he finished third in the Camping World Truck Series in 2014. Last season, he qualified for the NASCAR Xfinity Series chase for the championship. We asked Wallace about the importance of representation in sports.
From the African American side of this, it's huge. And if you know me, I've been in the sport for a little bit, a couple days, and I usually let the results speak for itself. But I think today and this weekend, and really leading up all this week, you know, it's been about the historical side from the African American side, and I mean it's huge. Since 2006, since Bill Lester, me winning that race back in 2013, the first in 50 years, it's big, and it's got to be talked about. And I understand that, I get that side of it. You got to look at it from that point because it's just not enough faces in the sport, and so for me now it's hopefully a kid will turn on the TV and be like, Mom, Dad, that guy looks like me somewhat. I probably look worse than them, and they'll want to try this sport out. And it's all about seeing a familiar face and following that footstep. So hopefully I represent that the best way I can and be the best role model that I can for this weekend and the remaining weeks that I have.
Daniel Suarez drives the number 19 Toyota car in the NASCAR Cup Series. He's the 2015 Xfinity Series Rookie of the Year, and he came up with Wallace through the NASCAR Next and Diversity programs. Suarez is from Monterrey, Mexico.
And it's pretty cool to see, most of the kids from that group from just 4 years ago now being in the Cup level. So that really talks very well of what NASCAR is doing with the NASCAR Next program and as well with the Diversity program. And I'm just very proud to be a small part of it.
Kurt Busch, the 2004 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series champion, says the topic of diversity came up at a recent press event he attended for the sport in New York City.
Some of the questions that pop up are about diversity and why isn't there more of a look of different drivers or a feel. And I think it's perfect because our sport welcomes anybody at any time, male, female, no matter what their ethnic background is, where they're from, whether they came from sports cars or rally cars.
No matter where they are from or what their background in the sport, the entire field is after one prize on Sunday in Long Pond. The green flag is set to drop at 3 p.m. For SSPTV Sports, I'm Ken Kara.
Thanks, Kenny. Well, Wallace was driving for Roush Fenway Racing in the Xfinity Series. He'll be in the Richard Petty Motorsports number 43 car in the NASCAR Cup Series, while Eric Almirola recovers from injuries.